done again. Want it again, I mean. So I find the PSIS. I know you can't see me because my arm is there, but for me, I always have to palpate both of them to find them. Okay, and then I go on to the sacrum and just come down till I find the coccyx. Then I put my 2 index fingers in between halfway, spread that out a tiny bit, going closer to your coccyx, and that is where your greater sciatic notch is going to be, deep in there. Okay, so the sciatic nerve emerges from its origin on the sacral plexus and comes out that greater sciatic notch, anterior to piriformis. Then it does a gentle arc and curves down to come through the butt. And as it goes between your greater trochanter and the ischial tuberosity, it's a little bit closer to the ischial tuberosity. Okay, then it continues right down the middle of your posterior thigh pretty well. At above where the popliteal fossa is starting, or where you feel the division between your 2 semimembranosus and semitendinosus and biceps femoris laterally, that is where it will split and becomes 2 different nerves. The tibial nerve continues down deep in the popliteal fossa, and then it goes, then it continues deep to soleus and gastrocs and goes right down the middle of the posterior leg, and then it wraps around the medial malleolus. So from the medial malleolus, it's closer. Remember, it goes TOMS, so tibialis posterior, flexor digitorum longus, the artery, posterior tibial artery, then the tibial nerve. And then you have, what's the last one? Flexor hallucis longus. So then once it comes in across the medial malleolus into the foot, it splits into your lateral plantar nerve, which goes to the lateral foot, and medial plantar nerve, which kind of comes along the first metatarsal. Okay? Then, to go back up, common peroneal is a division of the sciatic. So it starts, comes out through the greater sciatic notch, curves down, goes between the trochanter and the ischial tuberosity, posterior thigh, and then it splits at the top of your popliteal fossa, and it follows the short head of biceps femoris. Then as it crosses the knee joint, it's going to come around the posterior head of the fibula, and it comes underneath. It wraps right around the neck. Okay, so the head kind of pops out further so that it can go in between inferior to the head of the fibula, splits into the deep peroneal and the superficial peroneal. The superficial peroneal comes down the lateral leg and supplies peroneus longus and brevis. The deep peroneal continues forward and goes deep through, deep to your peroneals here and comes forward, and it slides deep to tibialis anterior and comes down the anterior compartment of the leg and crosses into the foot where it becomes cutaneous. Okay?